Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mancini, the amazing channel, here with the Pokemon A to Z series, where we very slowly take you through the alphabet, and I am here with one of the greatest guests that we have ever had on this series. Please, everyone, say hello to Jace.
One of the greatest.
Yep, you're in the top however many guests I have.
I've ever had. It's not worth me being on this channel.
If that's your opinion, then you know, that explains why you haven't been on since October or something.
No, guys, Electric has been banning me from their channel.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
No, it's the no, it's actually Roberto Mancini himself came and spoke to me in a dream and said, you know what, Jace, you gotta wait as close to the end of the year as possible. So yeah, here we are, Regulation E, and we have in our second episode of Season D, we have Decidueye, which is one of the starters of all time, and we have in Season S, not Smeagol, that's not in the game yet, Cloaking. Which of these two Pokemon would you prefer to speak through?
Oh, the two best Pokemon in the metagame.
Decidueye had a tournament performance that was decent.
It had a what now?
It did have like I think it top card a tournament.
No way.
Yeah, I remember Aaron talking about it. People talk a lot of weird stuff. I think that was in D, to be fair, not E.
Okay, in E, I mean, between these two, oh man, it's tough. They're both really funky. I think that the cool thing about these two is that they're equally weird in that they are never ever viable in any way. But
sure.
They're both kind of, if you squint your eyes, you could win games with them on the ladder, which is what we're going to do today.
Yeah, I think you could definitely bring Decidueye or Cloaking to a tournament, along with 5 other Pokemon that are not Decidueye or Cloaking. They're Pokemon that have decent fundamentals.
It would probably always be suboptimal. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a team where you have, like, 5 meta Pokemon and the perfect solution for Mon 6 is one of these two, but
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. I think Cloaking could more easily come in that situation. Because Cloaking does have... we'll just start talking about one of the Pokemon. Cloaking has a phenomenal defensive typing and Poison Psychic, along with a really solid defensive spread of 95, 80, 110. And then if you pair that with a special... sorry, what's it called? Assault Vest, it is very difficult to crack Cloaking with physical moves. And it has
so we're talking about
Yep.
As like a super specially defensive tank that's just dishing out consistent damage.
Yeah, and also like annoying other Trick Room, because obviously you got like Ursaluna, for example, and Iron Hands, a bunch of other Pokemon that are prominent on Trick Room teams who are faster than Slowking.
Yeah, 8 speed stat is very good for Trick Room teams in the current meta. However, being a poison type means it's losing to those guys. And if we're not setting Trick Room with it, then we need another Trick Room setter, and there's very few...
I said as a tech against Trick Room.
As a tech against, we bring it to Trick Room.
If you're just like, okay, I want something that is like annoying, potentially for a Flutter, because this Mon will take Shadow Ball well, if you do have an Assault Vest on it. And you know, like, and then you've got Terra, obviously, as a way to sort of go even further beyond.
Yeah. It's just really weak to King Gambit, and it doesn't resist Expanding Force. So it's not the best at that role, but yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, Indeedee Rouge is not crazily common.
In terms of Trick Room, though, if you're using it specifically as a Trick Room counter, you should be countering Indeedee Rouge specifically.
I wonder how well it takes Expanding Force. I'd be interested to see that.
Oh, for sure, it takes it reasonably.
I mean, Rouge, obviously, it's a very strong Pokemon. I mean, that's.
I think
let's put like the Life Orb on it. I mean, yeah.
And then make it level 50.
I mean, that's, you know, 3 Qs is not bad. I mean, that's living an Expanding Force into a Helping Hand Expanding Force, which I think is probably the other thing you want to figure out. It probably would run slightly more special defense. That said, I think in general, Cloaking is at its best as that really bulky one. I think if you are trying to use like the Trick Room Chilly Reception, you really would want to tend towards Slowking rather than Cloaking, because it has what's the other ability that they have?
Oblivious, which makes it immune to taunt.
Yes, being immune to taunt is pretty significant. Curious Medicine is really weird. I don't know why it exists in the way that it does. I feel like it should just do haze instead of just nerfing your partner Pokemon.
it should really do haze. What it is specifically for is
Following
it's
up
for...
on close combat.
Sorry?
Following up close combat, or Victini, I think.
Or, I mean, genuinely, like, if your Pokemon gets intimidated a bunch, right? You bring it in and then you clear your own side's intimidates. But it also prevents your team from having any stat boosting, which is not smart.
Yeah, like this format is not the same as last year when it was introduced, where Dynamax boosts are sort of everywhere and you are just shooting yourself in the foot. There are definitely teams that use Pokemon that are consistent, that don't use stat boosting or don't significantly use stat boosting. But yeah, I'd be pretty concerned at how you use
or something like booster energy, right?
Yeah.
Where
clearly the answer is own tempo with Swagger with that 65 attack.
65, yeah. Even the water type sloping has 75, which is way more usable.
This one also doesn't have belly drum.
Belly drum though.
Oh, it does still have belly drum? Okay. I think it may not have last gen, but that might just be me being entirely crazy. I always hate that Belcher's 90% accurate. But yes, Acid Spray is like a pretty significant move if you're Assault Vest. And then you just sort of pick, you know, based on the other 5 Pokemon, you would pick coverage moves that you think make sense with, I think, generally Psyshock and Acid Spray as your main stab. Though I guess if your team is not very Acid Spray contingent, like if it's very physical based, then you just run Sludge Bomb. But I do think Poison is an okay stab.
If you want to use this Slowking, what does it match up well into? Because I think the chilly reception idea is pretty strong. If you're using maybe
next video, I'm using regular Slowking, and I will probably use the chilly reception one on that team.
Do we not want to use chilly reception on both?
Well, I think Assault Vest is really the main thing that this Slowking stands out with. So that is what I tend towards. But if you think that that's not great,
okay, no, let's try it. Let's hold this tank. I kind of do think it should be then like max modest special attack, right? Or minus speed.
Well, looking at this, I just want to put in like however much special defense we need to not die ever to crit into crit. So I probably would look at that. Sorry, that that into crit or into Helping Hand was what I was thinking.
That seems like I don't want to calculate on crits, man.
No, it's Helping Hand and crit are the same modifier.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, look, you're taking Specs, Flutter, Shadow Ball. You're definitely taking any other Flutter set that people actually run.
Okay, so I think Ice Beam would be really good on the Assault Vest set.
Yep.
Specifically to catch a Landorus off guard. Maybe we should EV to live a Stomping.
I will see what that looks like. Let's pick one of the VGC sets.
Because when we're talking about, I think in general, when we're talking about using a Pokemon like this, you do benefit a lot from using an off-meta Pokemon that can catch an opponent off guard.
For sure.
And a 4x effective move is the best way to do that.
Okay.
There's not a lot of Pokemon with 4x weaknesses in the current format, though.
Yeah, I'd say outside of Freeze Dry, which does make a bunch of Pokemon 4x weak to things, there's really not that much that's 4x weak. There's there's like Chen Pao. You know, we could tech Drain Punch. Drain Punch. What's that?
Or Fighting Terra Blast or Focus Blast.
I am never running Focus Blast.
That's fine. Yeah, King Gambit also 4x weak to fighting. Roaring Moon has the fairy weakness, but without wheezing. Ice is good for the D9.
I don't mind the Terrifying Terra Blast option.
Is there another Terra that can be more consistent into the biggest meta threats? I guess for Iron Hands, we can just run the Psychic, which is not bad.
Yeah, we already are doing okay into Iron Hands, is my thoughts. I'm not massively, like, obviously you have a physical defense stat, which is generally a concern for matchups into Iron Hands. The fact that you can Psychic through Iron Hands and Amoonguss, I think what makes this Pokemon interesting. I'm like on the fence between Psyshock and Psychic.
I think Psychic is better.
Yeah. It really, I do think, sort of depends on what the team overall looks like.
So much special defense investment. I feel like we need more special attack.
It beats Flutter. I mean,
yeah.
I like
with Sludge Bomb. With what?
You know, with by taking its attacks. You know, it's fine. I actually Psyshock is probably good.
Use it?
Let's take a look at Psyshock.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what we should calc.
Yeah, it's
killing Flutter with Psyshock.
That's a bulky Flutter that's dying to 2 Psyshocks.
Can we one hit KO a 0 bulk Flutter?
I don't know how many 0 bulk Flutters there are around Sash, but like that's a roll, and that's like 0 chip from a partner Pokemon to achieve.
Yeah, we could make it a guarantee. Are there no Specs Flutters that are?
Specs Flutter is normally very bulky. You don't really benefit that much from the special attack investment.
Okay. All right, that's fine then.
Yeah.
We're doing most of it.
So then, what do we want Decidueye to do?
German Fighting is good. It covers the dark types.
Yeah. It's specifically very good into King Gambit, who I do agree would be a bit of a concern. Resisting
we're using Decidueye on the same team.
Yep.
Why?
Because this is Pokemon A to Z, where I've used significantly worse combinations before.
We gotta come up with it. Okay. Here's the pitch. What does Decidueye have over other Tailwind setters? It does not need to hold Covert Cloak or Safety Goggles.
That's true.
It can hold a different item and click Tailwind.
Like
so what is the
Cobra
different
Berry.
item that you get to use?
Focus
Sash. Focus Sash is the answer, right?
It's like, yes, Cobra Berry. No, Focus Sash.
Or
Focus Sash.
Mental.
I wish it had
But
Hold
it's
Leech.
not a-
So, Decidueye, just in general, yeah. Decidueye, it has access to Tailwind. It has okay bulk, generally more on the special defensive side, which isn't great with also the Slowking. Dude, I remember doing so much weird stuff with this mon back in Gen 7.
Oh my God.
Like Leech
This is
Curse.
the worst Pokemon I've ever seen.
It doesn't even have a Leech in this format? That's
No.
impressive. This is the worst
Is
Pokemon.
that rude?
You are very lucky not to have been in some of the previous episodes of this series. I have definitely used significantly worse Pokemon than Decidueye.
It was worse than Sawsbuck.
It does have Roost. I haven't used Soulspark. I think I did. Did we do that together? Is that why you mentioned it?
No, Sawsbuck is after this. We used Victory Bell, which was a great Pokemon, and something else, which was
Bruxish.
also a great
Bruxish is good.
Bruxish. And we got destroyed, but the Pokemon were good. And these Pokemon are bad, and we're gonna win every
I
game.
don't think that this Pokemon is particularly bad. I think the other thing you could do with this is just click Life Orb and then throw like a Chen Pow on the team, and then just use offensive stuff like Sneak, because I do think that Ghost offense is pretty decent in the current format.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. This is in terms of Shadow Sneaks, it's not in the top 5.
Yes. However, it's in the top 5 of the 2 Pokemon that we're using today.
That's true.
Who are the top 5?
The top 5 in terms of Shadow Sneak are.
I do think the set that performed at the tournament was special, which does make sense. Okay, I mean Bramblegust is the top 1 of these because of Windrider.
Yeah. Well, Saralite is good too.
Most of these
Bayonet.
Pokemon are not very good.
Okay, so the thing with Decidueye is if we use it with Chen Pao, it's a grass type, so it's not going to get redirected, and the Shadow Sneak is pretty strong.
It's definitely not bad.
Kind of.
So if we take a look at some calcs with Decidueye, Shadow Sneak, let's even go Life Orb instead of Spell Tag. Let's get rid of the Psychic Terrain, because the Psychic Terrain's not going to help. And then that's bad. But that's what Sword of Ruin is for.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect Oko. The perfect
It gets
Oko.
Sucker Punch too.
It does also get Sucker Punch, yes.
Okay, so we're talking Sneak, we're talking
What, Leaf Blade, Sucker Punch?
Leaf Blade. Ooh, do we want Sucker Punch?
I don't know, you mentioned it. I'm fine with it. I'm also fine with
I don't
it.
think we need it. I mean, Dark plus Ghost.
What are we concerned about
okay.
about Sneak into?
Sorry?
Oh, the other thing this one's good at is it has a very good defensive matchup into Urshifu. The downside is it has very low physical defense.
Yeah, Pure Water is gonna kill that, and then Torn is gonna kill it again with big ol'.
Yeah, we need to put something next to it, like a Chanpel potentially, that is enough to make Torn actually click Tailwind.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Chanpel-
so Terra Water, it needs to be like the Adamant Mystic Water set, right? And even Adamant Mystic Water, like it would need to genuinely be max attack to get like a super reliable KO into 0 bulk, and we can just run like HP.
Nice. The perfect defensive matchup. We don't instantly die.
Well, the Yokoing back, I think, is the bit that makes it seem more tempting. And without Sword of Ruin, it's like not even close to threatening us. Because we can also always just switch out our Chien-Pao. But yes, not instantly dying is always nice. The perfect defensive matchup, indeed. So, I mean, just something like this. Is there a speed tier that makes much sense?
Well, it's a
like we could do genuinely fast and creep like a min. Some of the bulkier Chiyu sets that run like min. None of these is the Nasty Plot set the min one. Nah, Nasty Plot's fast as well. There's so many Chiyu spreads. I actually don't even know if it can cover min Chiyu or not. The 36 speed one is the one I'm thinking of. 36 modest. It's my favorite Chiyu, which therefore means that it's good. You have to take out of that. Okay, the Pokemon, maybe a bulkier Arcanine then is an option. Like his way Arcanine, or I don't know. We could also just not run speed. Probably for a bulkier Goldengo, you'd want to at least cover the like 84 speed Goldengos.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, is the point that we're taking hits? Not really. The point is mainly the sneak, right?
I think that it helps to do both, but yeah, the sneak is definitely good.
Yeah, let's give it speed. And then Shadow Sneak, Leaf Blade, Protect, last move, Poltergeist?
Yeah, I'm just 100% down with Poltergeist. I think that it's quite effective.
Yeah.
Terra Ghost.
Terra Ghost, yeah.
And now we want several, like, I think we want at least 3 Pokemon that resist Dark.
Yeah. And ideally Ghost.
Ghost is less concerning to me because the most prominent Ghost attacker being Flutter Mane, both of these Pokemon have reasonable matchups into because we can threaten it faster. With this one, and then this one is not. Whereas the Dark types like King Gambit or Chien-Pao, I'm more concerned about. I do think Chien-Pao is the first one to put on this team.
Chien-Pao's going on the team. We want like a pretty offensive team, right? With Slowking as the Trick Romancer.
Yep. So I'm just thinking Sash.
Yeah. So we want another good abuser of Chien-Pao.
Yep.
Perhaps
like a good fighting type. Urshifu's fine. Are we thinking the water type one then?
Yeah, but of course.
Sorry, I think you might have just said Dark and I spoke over you.
It resists Dark.
Oh, it resists Dark. Yes, okay, that makes sense.
There's an argument for a Tailwind setter. Do we want that kind of fast speed control on the team?
Is there an argument? Sorry, fast Tailwind setter is not a terrible idea. Sorry, I was just trying to think about what Chien-Pao we want. I think that this is an Ice Spinner Chien-Pao. I don't love the idea of other people having like a Psychic Terrain up, especially.
For sure.
So just like Ice Spinner, Sucker, and then is there like if we are no, I don't think we're worried about a Shifu. So I think it's probably Sacred Sword last.
Yeah.
And just Terra Ghost, I'd always default to. Now, I do think we would like a good Fairy type. And a Shifu, right, we'll put the Shifu on now, since we do already know about that. Mystic Water, presumably.
Yeah.
Or
Mystic Water, Terra Water. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not Scarf, right?
Are we doing Tailwind or not? If we're not doing Tailwind, then it's Scarf. But if we are, then we don't need Scarf.
Is there Confe? Oh my god, Confe's back. It's gonna be insane. Could do Pheasant Dip, but no, that doesn't make sense on offense. None of these Pokemon make sense on offense. Well, it almost does in what's that, sorry?
You want a Fairy type for Dark types?
Yeah, I was just thinking of like, is there a Fairy type Tailwind mon that makes sense?
Yeah.
I think the answer is no. So my base stat total, my beloved. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon that are definitely not. None of them are terrible. Potentially, like, it could just be Torn. I don't think it necessarily needs to be Torn. It could be Zapdos. I think Zapdos matches up pretty well into a lot of the stuff in the meta.
Not exactly fast Tailwind though. I think we do Zapdos. I'm fine with Zapdos. I think it's a cool Pokemon. I haven't used it in VGC this generation. Urshifu should still be Scarf then.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Surging, close combat, U-turn. Do we? What do you prefer? We can obviously run Jet. We can run Ice Spinner. We can run Poison Jab, or Iron Head rather.
I think it's Jet.
Sure.
For my money, because Surging Strikes, Terra Water is so strong, we don't necessarily need Ice Spinner.
Yep. By the way,
what
you
is
can run
this?
Stella.
Oh, you can. Oh, weird.
I think that's
Should
true
we be running
on
Stella?
in-game ladder as well. So
Is that? Oh, can we run Stellar Namorous, please?
Stellar and Amorous.
To get the contrary boost?
I don't think that's how that works, but it might. I'm down
Yep.
to. I'm down to do that instead of. Hey, look, we wanted the.
It's not actually good. You only get the boost if you hit a terrestrialized target, I believe.
I thought it was any time you hit it. I don't understand. It's like I don't know. Terra Blast.
Oh, I was kidding. I don't think it actually works on this team.
No, it's fine. It's a little. We just put Fake Out last, right?
Wait, did you? Oh, right. We wanted a Fairy type Tailwind setter. Yeah, let's do
I
it.
looked at it and then it was like Naris is terrible. But if we can do it, Stellar Terra Blast, surely that means it's good.
What the hell is Springtide Storm doing on this team?
Picking out Pokemon that didn't get O-code by Decidueye.
Alright.
I mean, Stellar Terra Blast is our main attacking move. Springtide Storm is just sort of there.
True. Probably Earth Power.
Okay, not Protect. We're Cloak, we don't need Protect.
We're Cloak, we don't need Protect.
That's how that works.
Well said.
Okay, last Pokemon on our team is some form of Fake Out, right?
Sure.
Alright, is this Ambipom?
Yep.
Okay. I think it should be a special attacker, so I'm currently leaning maybe towards a Monkey Dory or an Infernape. Infernape actually, it seems like it would be pretty solid.
I don't think we want two Fairy types.
That's fair.
You want a Fake Out special attacker?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of options in this.
There is. I mean, I've used most of these. I haven't used Ludicolo, but I've used both the Raichus. I thought they were pretty good. I've used Infernape, it was good. I've used Monkey Dory, it was okay. I mean, Gothitel's obviously quite solid. Goth wouldn't be terrible, actually.
Double Psychic?
That is true. That is true. Slazzle's really good. Could do Slazzle. I don't mind. We don't have a Sash, actually.
That gives us a Fire, Water, Grass.
That's true. That's true. I mean, so did Infernape.
I don't know if that's good.
I mean, Slazzle's never going to be completely unusable, mostly by virtue of being one of the best Pokemon in the history of the game.
Alright, if you want to build a Slazzle set, you can. I don't know how to use it, but...
I mean, look, is there someone that you would prefer to use? I'm still kind of leaning towards Monkey Dory.
Two Poison Psychic types on one
That's true,
team?
I forgot they had the same typing. I think it might be Infernape then.
I'm leaning towards Iron Hands. Or Rillaboom. But...
I don't love Rillaboom. I mean, two grass types, right? The reason I don't like Iron Hands is that I don't think it meshes with the Fake Out it's meant to be, so we can set Tailwind up, and it doesn't benefit from Tailwind.
What do we... What else is in this Pokemon game?
I mean, the Raichus, like I said, are good.
What are the other...
Dugongs coming back?
Format that would be good.
Could do, could do Psychic Surge and TV.
Yo, heat.
My favorite Fake Out user. I mean, when you go down lower in the base stat totals, it just looks very sad. I do think that it's probably Infernape.
What about Volcarona?
I mean, we can, sure.
Because that has Rage Powder.
Yeah, it does. I figured that was what you
It's a
meant.
fire-
It also has Tailwind.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to go with like the Helmet, Terra Steel. I mean, I'm always obsessed with Volcarona. There's, you know, if you're going to give me an excuse to use Volcarona, I will.
Can we do the supportive?
Yeah.
With Rage Powder, Struggle Bug, Will-O-Wisp?
Okay. I do not think Struggle Bug is very good.
Okay.
Mostly from experience of trying to use it.
We can do String Shot or Tailwind or Protect.
We already have the other Tailwind. I don't mind Protect. I also don't mind Bug Buzz. Because a lot of Heatrans will want to Terra into
a Grass type.
Yeah.
True.
Also, it's Armarouge. That's not the spread that
we
use.
Yeah. I think Will-O-Wisp is actually going to be really good on this team because... Oh, we should move that. Yeah. Do whatever you want with the EVs, but it should be bulky. Will-O-Wisp is going to be good on this team because Decidueye Slowking.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I do think Wisp is good. Just sort of for everything.
Wiggly Bars EV spreads?
What's that?
Is that a Wiggly Bars EV spread? Or are you hitting actual...
I literally just copied it off of someone else's EV spread.
Cash money. Okay, you're right.
Off of a different helmet thing. Yeah, I know. I always keep Picolytics open on the other side for Pokemon that I don't remember how to EV, but I know that there are good spreads for. I was just like, oh god, what does the helmet set run? And that was the helmet set. See? Immediate Bug Buzz value.
Huge! Ting Lu.
So, I really like leading Decidueye here.
For the Floater Mane and the Sinistcha?
And the other two Pokemon that are weak to its stab.
Yeah, so then we just need something that hits the genies. Chien-Pao Decidueye! Let's go!
Slowking, and then are we doing an Amoris or a Shifu in the back?
Are we bringing Slowking too?
Yes, we always bring the two main Pokemon.
Every game? I don't think we did that when
we definitely did.
The victory build.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we did. No, you're right. We didn't. We wound up just not bringing one of them, and it was after that video I decided I'm just going to bring them every game.
Beautiful. Okay, Slowking in the back.
All
right. Okay. We should have just put Trick Room on it. It's too late. Okay. Slowking, honestly though, Ice Beam hits 4 of these Pokemon super effectively.
It does. It does.
And we don't do anything back to anything else, but that's fine. We should have
been Psyshock. Sorry. Oh, we meant to be Psyshock.
Can we change it to Psyshock?
Well, not for this game.
Well, our opponent won't know.
Yeah, so a Shifu or an Amoris. Or a Volcarona. I mean, I'm fine with both of them, though. I think Volcarona is the weaker option.
I think we need offense if we're bringing...
I do think both an Amoris and a Shifu are offense.
Yeah. Yeah, Volcarona doesn't have a whole lot of value here.
It's fine. It's just not great.
I think probably an Amoris.
Okay. Alright.
But, I don't know.
So this was the bad lead, as it were. So my temptation is just to Leaf Blade the Ting Lu and Ice Spinner the Torn.
That's my sensation too.
Awesome.
Let's do it. I don't know if that's going to be good. We'll probably not have a good result of this turn. No, we will. Never mind.
Yeah, do we KO the Ting Lu? Oh my god, they Stomping Tantrum the Chien-Pao for less than half. Okay.
Look at that damage.
That seems like it'd be a range of Sneak, to be honest with you.
That's what now?
I think that's a range of Sneak. Okay, it's no longer a range of Sneak.
Not anymore. Also,
we still have Sucker as well.
Rage Powder.
We are immune to Rage Powder. We're a Ghost type.
Oh. We are. Okay.
So I kind of just want to... Yeah, obviously I didn't know that one was coming in. Do you think we die to Throat Shot? I'm not 100% sure that we do.
Decidueye probably, because we don't have much bulk.
Okay, yeah, we definitely would, but we haven't seen anything from them. I just kind of want to Leaf Blade and Ice Spinner the Ting Lu, to be honest.
You want to double into it?
Yeah. I'm fine with just Ice Spinnering the Sinistcha as well.
Same with me. Let's do it.
Okay, well, I'm very glad that I went for the Ice Spinner into Sinistcha. Oh my god, it didn't die. Not the Agua Fairy.
Oh. Wait, what a weird turn. Did that kill Chien-Pao? Oh, no. No burns?
No, we got it. They did burn. Do you think Sneak picks up Sinistcha? I'm going to guess with Terra, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Terra, definitely.
I don't think it needs Terra. I don't think it needs Terra to pick it up.
Okay.
I want to save Terra for an Amoris.
Shadow Sneak, and then do we just... Oh, wait, we're faster than the other guy. We can just Ice.
Yeah, we Shadow Sneak Sinistcha. Yes.
I forgot we're faster than Ting Lu.
Decidueye? Decidueye?
This is what I'm saying. Decidueye is broken, especially if your opponent brings one of the worst Pokemon in the history of the format in Ting Lu.
No,
this is why you bring a team with a bunch of random a bunch of random special attackers.
Yeah. Tinglu is my favorite Pokemon in draft. It is so good.
It is
Oh man.
funny because it is so terrible in.
Okay, we don't need to Terra. Let's just Terra Ghost and Poltergeist. Oh no, Protect, so we don't get outsped and KO'd by the Cress.
Switch in Slowking, and Ice Spinner.
So it hits the field.
So I mean, if you're worried about us getting KO'd, okay, well that was an interesting play from our opponent there.
What? What's going
This is going
on?
to take a while if we don't get a Sludge Bomb Poison. Was more my thinking.
We can just Terra Ghost Decidueye.
I still think it'll take a bit.
Oh, do you want to bring out an Amorous and test the contrary?
Oh, not that much.
Okay.
I'd like to show off the Pokemon that we're showing off, and now go for the Terra.
Look at the fellas.
Now that we see that they have an item, leftovers.
Oh, and they're fucking fast.
They're so fast. To be fair, we are the same base speed, and we only have like some speed. No, they're really fast. Is Crest base 75?
I think so. Maybe.
It's 85. Okay, no, it's way faster than Decidueye. But it is faster. It's speed vested for sure.
Yeah. All right, we won our first game.
That's right.
We're rising up the ladder.
Undefeated.
Undefeated, okay. And we're gonna defeat this team too because we have so many Heatran responses, such as Enamorous, yes, and Urshifu. Oh, never mind. We're actually
we're just like, I think you're being sarcastic, but I don't know why.
Well, because Decidueye and Slowking are not good into it.
Yes, the Slowking does not have Earthquake, which it doesn't like. It did in OU last gen. I can no longer co-sign statements about OU this gen. I kind of want to lead Decidueye Volcarona with Enamorous and Slowking in the back.
You're way ahead of me. Well, just in terms of thought.
Okay.
My first thought, I'm still trying to figure out what we're supposed to do to not lose to Iron Hands.
Lead Decidueye and Volcarona.
And burn it?
Yes. And also just ignore it with the Decidueye, because it does wall Iron Hands. I mean, not Heavy Slam, but everything else.
It does wall Iron Hands.
Yeah.
And then Decidueye dies, and then Iron Hands kills everything else.
I mean, for one thing, if it's burnt, it really doesn't. Like, Iron Hands is really bad burnt. And we also are bringing in Amorous.
We're bringing Slowking. So.
Yeah, and Slowking.
Wait, Slowking kind of cooks. Okay, we have Ice Beam for the Lando. We have Psyshock for the Amoonguss and the Hands. We've got Ice Beam for the floating fucker.
Yeah.
We could Terra Blast Fighting for the Heatran even.
Yeah, okay, so I think we lead Decidueye Volcarona.
Sure. Decidueye Volcarona, Slowking, and then...
Enamorous.
And Enamorous?
I think it's Enamorous.
Are we going to Terra Enamorous? I kind of want
to If they Terra the Heatran, then yes. My concern about Terraing Slowking is the multiple flying types, but I'm definitely like fine with it as situations go. I like Earth Power and Terra Blast both being super effective into Heatran.
Cool. Okay, I'm fine with that. Wow, leaving Chen Power Urshifu was hilarious. The two good Pokemon on the team.
Volcarona is definitely a good Pokemon. Now, if you want to say that none of the other Pokemon are, that's probably fair.
I think Volcarona is B tier.
I kind of want to go into Slowking and Wisp the Lando here. Oh no, Enamorous and Wisp the Lando. No, they're clicking Terra Blast Flying. I want to go into Slowking and Wisp the Lando.
Okay. I don't think we have many responses for Terra Blast flying on the team, right? It's the Steel Volcarona, maybe?
Yeah. But I don't think it makes that much sense to do turn 1, but I don't know, maybe it does. No, okay, they went into the slot that I was predicting.
Slowking. Slowking's gonna take another one of those. Honestly, could have been so much worse.
Yeah, I want to go into Enamorous now and get the regen up on the Slowking.
Out of Slowking, yeah, that's fine. So now Heatran isn't tearing, so we can Earth Power it, which is cool.
Yeah, and I want to Fiery Dance the Lando.
Cool. Are we faster than Lando? No, it's Scarf.
No, it may not be Scarf. We are for speed investment. Okay, that is way a lot of damage. I would have Terra'd if I knew that it was going to do... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind then.
Ooh. Oh, that was some spice.
Alright, so I want to Earth Power the Heatran.
Yeah.
And Terra Blast Steel Fiery Dance the Lando?
That seems risky. They could... Well...
I don't know what they could do to punish that.
I think we don't want to Terra the Volcarona at 33%.
Okay. Well, my thoughts are just that it would trade there, but you're right. It may. No, it will. It'll take 15.
Okay, do we benefit from
I really want to keep it around for Iron Hands.
the Volcarona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'd like to keep it around for everything in the back.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if we would ever want to Terra the Slowking or the Decidueye. And Ghost looks pretty strong here.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
But my concern is that we just sort of like continue to lose to Landorus if we don't make a move to KO it now.
Okay, how much is Volcarona doing to Lando?
It just did 44. It's at 44 and burnt. It'll die.
Let it rip. If Heatran goes for Heat Wave here, then we're in.
We're faster and clicked Earth Power into it.
Oh, we are faster with an Amorous. Very spicy.
We are max speed and Amorous, so I'd be really concerned if we went faster.
Okay. But now we cannot go Stellar.
That is true.
They don't know about Covert Cloak on Enam. This is huge. Is this Earth Power or Springtide Storm into the hands?
I was thinking of switching into Decidueye.
To not get the bonk.
Sport.
Yeah. What's Volcarona doing?
You're right. We could just like I don't know. I don't like the fact that this mon doesn't threaten Amoonguss at all. I could Springtide Storm though. I could just Springtide Storm and Fiery Dance.
Yeah, I kind of like that because I feel like they're more likely to fake out the Enamorous since they don't want to potentially take a Flame Body and a Rocky Helmet. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. Burn.
They hadn't seen Helmet.
Burn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We're in there.
All right.
And
We spores. Okay. Well, that was the mod I wanted to switch into Decidueye.
Is one good?
It's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, but the Springtide Storm damage is enormous, and we got an
Yeah.
attack drop on Hando.
And I get to kill the Amoonguss.
Oh, what? Look at that Volcarona damage.
Yeah, Volcarona's very good.
Volcarona is so good. Let's go, Volcarona.
I'm going Slowking because Lando is coming out, and I want to be able to
Die to a Snappy Tantrum.
no, not get intimidated on Decidueye. I don't even think we die because we lived from full and it's burnt.
Springtide Storm and Ice Beam, yeah?
Yeah. So, like, technically, our ideal thing would be that they, like, crit the Slowking so that Decidueye can come back out or something.
They Drain Punched Slowking.
Yeah, I don't fully understand that.
Dude.
I mean, they didn't die to burn as a result.
Undefeated.
So far, it's 2 games, right? We still have a 3rd game. I mean, I personally think that all 4 of these Pokemon that I have on support... Nah, I mean, Enamorous with Stellar, I think, might be very cool. But, like, Volcarona, Urshifu, and Chien-Pao are all Pokemon that I put on teams because I think that they're likely to actually make the team perform quite well. I think they're all pretty good Pokemon.
I'm really glad we have Volcarona on the team.
It is a really good Pokemon.
Ooh.
I think it is more best of one-ish. This is how you can tell I'm in the, what, did I hit 1200s yet? Yeah, hit 1200 exactly.
This is a Chien-Pao game. Good lord. Well,
this is a Chien-Pao Decidueye lead game, right?
Well, the Torn sets up Tailwind and then we're in trouble.
But we got Sneak. And Sucker. And also, the only Pokemon that gets Tailwinded up is the Goldengo, right? Which is weak to both Sneak and Sucker.
Sure. Good point. Let's do it.
Chien-Pao, Slowking, and then...
Oh,
so, if we're worried about Goldengo, we go Volcarona. Otherwise, I think we go Urshifu.
Slowking is so bad here.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
It's not amazing. I think it's okay into Goldengo, at least. Oh, we don't have Flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's right, you're right, Terrablast Fighting. It's fine. Slowking is
so cool.
Slowking's the go. So are we going Urshifu and Amorous or Volcarona? I'm leaning towards Volcarona, but I think Urshifu there's a good case for. They both resist Steel, so they're both good.
That's true. Oh yeah. Golden Go exists. You don't want to Stellar Terra Enamorous?
You stay weak to Steel.
Fucked up. Alright.
I don't think Stellar Terra Enamorous makes any sense yet, to be honest.
I don't like Urshifu or Volcarona because they're
really?
weak to Bleakwind. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think much about Bleakwind, and they both can Terra away from being lead to Bleakwind.
Alright, let's do Urshifu.
Okay.
I've made the decision. Was it the right decision? Who knows? What's the plan? Are we gonna kill the Golden Go?
It looks like we would have to commit the Sucker and the Sneak into the slot to kill Golden Go.
Which could easily go for a nasty plot.
Yeah, so I kind of want to just Ice Spin a Torn and Poltergeist the Golden Go.
Ice Spin a Torn and...
Or I guess Sneak the Golden Go. Makes more sense.
Yeah, Sneak makes more sense. I'm done with that, that's fine. Oh, uh-oh.
I mean, it's not that long.
Oh, hey,
we got like a bunch of chip for very little cost.
We live with Chen Pao, and we give them a free switch into the
Okay, you
next
better
Pokemon.
not be Sash. Yeah, but we're way more scared of Taunt than of any of the other Pokemon, right? Oh, we don't have Volcarona. I thought we had Volcarona.
No.
It's okay, we've got Sucker Jet combo into Goldengo.
Great.
And we have the greatest Pokemon of all time. Okay. We have Sucker Jet combo into Fluttermane.
Yeah. Is that the play? Yeah, that's the play.
I was like, I'm looking at it. I'm pretty sure that's the play.
Well, Flutter isn't booster, so it's probably Spectacles, right?
Or Sash. And either way, the double up makes sense.
Oh, you tear it.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to be weak to Steel. I was already not weak to Steel. Sorry, that was dumb.
Well,
now Slowking can beat Goldengo. Now that there's two Pokemon.
I don't mind it.
I forgot we were locked into Aqua Jet, to be honest.
Okay, Slowking is about to 1v1 a Dragapult. Let's go.
Yeah, so we jet the Goldengo and Ice Beam the Dragapult.
Is this gonna kill a gold?
I think 2 does.
No, but it's gonna 2 a KO. Yeah. Okay. Jet the gold. That's a 2 a KO. Oh.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
Ice Beam, Freeze. Make It Rain does nothing. We're AV.
That's specs, by the way.
Good God.
Sorry, I don't know if
6-7,
okay, well, we didn't think, but they are -2. Are we more scared of the Goldengo or the Dragapult? Definitely the Dragapult, right?
Well, we can't touch the Golden Go. Is the thing.
We can just Psyshock it.
Psyshock is a 2 a KO.
Yeah.
Does Gold ever run Recover?
Okay, my mistake. No, the Goldengo specs.
Oh, it's Spectacles.
Okay. So the Phantom Force is game losing.
Oh right, because we now will die.
Yes.
Alas, that was close though. If that
was really close.
Phantom Force, we might have lived a Shadow Ball. All right.
Yeah, I mean that Goldengo was 100% specs. I don't think it even picked up. Just like, I'm pretty sure it didn't pick up. Yeah, it wouldn't have picked up Decidueye there without being specs.
All right, well, not a bad showing for that
I
absolute slapdash team that we put together.
I mean, for one thing, I do think all the Pokemon, except debatably the Enamorous, which was also fine, made sense. I kind of wish... No, I mean, Urshifu wound up being pretty important. The key was more to just get crits, I think.
The Enamorous...
If we had a Terra, would we have won?
If we didn't Terra the guy?
Yeah.
Terra fighting? I don't know.
I don't think Terra fighting. Well, Terra fighting was super effective into a Goldengo, I guess. But I think we still would have taken too much from
Phantom Force, probably.
Yeah, I think we needed to freeze the Dragapult to win. But that's like hardly the worst out. So, this is the thing. So, these Pokemon, where do I have them tiered? I think I have Decidueye in like 11? No, I have in 10. Decidueye is really good. And then Glowking, I think I have in like 12 or something. I have no idea where I have it. I have it also in 10. I think that these Pokemon are both really usable in 10.
Glowking is I think appropriate in 10. In draft it's a good trick room setter with an incredibly deep move pool. Decidueye I think is much more analogous to something like a Chestnut or a Floatzel that we're seeing here. Where Decidueye is so interesting because it's kind of good at doing everything, but also bad at doing everything.
Decidueye has just such a cookie cutter move pool. If you are in a matchup where, so if you are drafting both Gen-Pao and Chi-Yu, Decidueye is like the main guy to go with that because he is like a really weird special attacker and it's a really weird physical attacker.
Yeah, Decidueye honestly pretty good Gen-Pao partner in terms of priority, having a good sneaker. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think it's fine. Yeah, it's like the flying coverage is good. The knockoff access is nice. Obviously, Tailwind we didn't wind up running on this set, but we mentioned is something that it can really do in draft. It does have access to Roost, which means that you can do some bulkier things. But no Leech Seed anymore, which is sad. I remember using Curse and Leech Seed to beat some random Pokemon at some point.
Slushy, if you're watching this video, comment that you will be drafting Decidueye.
We'll see if Slushy gets Chien-Pao again.
He will.
But yeah, ultimately, really big fan of that. And you're right, I should get Slushy in next season. Thank you so much for coming on, Jace. It has been far too long without you. You are an absolute delight to have on the channel.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for having me.
Everyone, goodbye.